Good morning, Year 6. Today we're going to be going over a few of the grammar rules that we've covered previously, making sure that we're confident with them, so do definitely try to keep up. We're going to start off practicing some spellings, and the spellings we're going to be going over are spellings containing the j sound with various different spelling combinations. So we've got j with a J, j with DGE, with GG, or with G. So we'll practice them together, we'll do a quick spelling test, and then those that you find difficult are the ones that you need to make a note of. Practice, write them down repeatedly, do our pyramid, have a go at putting them in alphabetical order, different games to help you remember the spellings. Okay, so number 1, acknowledge. Number 2, exaggerate. Number 3, prejudice. If I'm going too fast, pause the video and write down the spellings. Number 4, privilege. Number 5, language. Number 6, average. Number 7, soldier. Now I'm just going to display the spellings on screen. Have a look at the ones that you got correct, and the ones that you didn't, as I said, those are the ones that you need to practice. We're going to go on to modal verbs. So a modal verb tells us whether something is definitely going to happen or whether something is definite or may happen or definitely not happen. So modal verbs could be will, would, should, could, may, can, shall, must, might. All of those are examples of modal verbs. So a modal verb will tell us if it's a degree of certainty, then it will tell us that something is definitely going to happen or definitely not going to happen. Whereas if it's a modal verb which is giving us a degree of possibility, then it's saying it might happen or may happen or could happen. So those are the key words to look for. So I'd like you to have a look at the statement shown on screen and decide which of these statements contain a modal verb which suggests possibility. So the correct answer is I might tidy my room and I could tidy my room. Semicolons. Semicolons can be used between two complete sentences and it functions similar to a full stop. The two sentences must be related. So have a look at the sentences on screen. Think about whether they are two complete sentences that have been used or whether the two sentences are related. So the correct answer there was I travelled to Turkey over the summer. It was amazing. John often played Monopoly with his big sister. He usually lost. Adverbs of time. Adverbs of time tell us when something happened or how long it happened for. So yesterday, still, soon, last year, tomorrow, yesterday, lots of examples shown on screen. Now my challenge to you is to write 6 sentences containing different adverbs of time. Relative clause. A relative clause adds information about the noun in a sentence. It depends on the main clause in order for it to make sense. So have a look at the sentences shown on screen and I want you to have a go underlining the relative clauses. Remember, a relative clause usually starts with a relative pronoun and there's some examples shown in the top right hand corner. There is a video which I did on this previously before the Easter holidays, so you can always go back and look at that in further detail if you're unsure. Underline the relative clauses and there your answers are shown on screen. Lastly, I'd like you to write a wow paragraph using the picture shown on screen as a prompt. So in your English, you are learning about World War I. So we've got a picture on screen related to World War I, some soldiers in the trenches. And I want you to have a go at writing a wow paragraph using a semicolon, a relative clause, an adverb of time, and modal verbs which indicate possibility. Use the picture shown on screen as your inspiration. Now, I know Batuta, you've had lots of practice on this, but don't worry, Shackleton and Darwin. I'm sure yours will be just as great. So use the picture as your motivation. Your challenge word is acknowledge. So that was one of your spelling words. Make sure you spell it correctly. And then we'd love to see all your writing So email your paragraph over to us. We'll be waiting for it and expecting it at yr6@grange.harrow.school.uk. Have a great day. Bye.